very well there for years in different stints. Marty Biron played well. Well, we don't. Okay, so now, I mean, I could go down the list. Now you end up getting a veteran in Brian Elliott, who's been really good for them the last several years and still performs well and also mentors Carter Hart. Now you get Carter Hart, the best Flyers prospect in how many years for a goalie?
Right.
Now all of a sudden, we don't know. Well, he's not. Well, what do you want? You've been whining to have a goalie all this time, and now you get one. So look, respectfully to everybody who's out there who's criticizing him, I played in the league, respectfully, and I was fortunate to not only play but play with and against a lot of greats. Right. So Marty Brodeur, Nikolai Habibulin, Roberto Luongo, Artur Zerbe. I can go down the list of the goalies I played with. What about the ones you play against? Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek, Eddie Belfour. You think any of them would be better in the net right now for what's happening with the last little stretch? They have to play better in front of them. And I love the Flyers team. I've been saying that here. I believe they're contenders, but they need to help their goalies. It's not enough just to get on talk radio and on Twitter and Instagram and just criticize them. Stand behind them. They need help. You're not defending well in front of them. You're not playing well in front of them right now. There's a ton of character in that room. They got a great coaching staff, and I really think they have a good team, but they need to insulate the goalies. It's too easy to look at home and criticize on your couch in your recliner and say, what's he doing? Well, there's no defense. That's what he's doing. Team defense.
Right.
So get off the guy. Stand behind your young guy. Don't run him out of town. He's a great kid. He's a great young man. I'm going to get hot and start sweating in the studio right now.
Fired up.
I'm so ticked off. I hate when people do that. It shows your lack of real understanding of the game and a lot of forced flexing that you know the game better than you do. You don't. So stand behind the guy. Stand up for him. Don't try to kick him out of town. What do you want? He's the best prospect you've had in the net.
He's great. He's great.
Anyway, get me some air conditioning. I can't handle it.
And that's what's changed.
Can't handle it.
That's what's changed the trajectory in a lot of people's minds for this organization.
Totally.
It's been him. It's been number 79. And just the last thing I'd like to tag on that, too. You got to be careful how you say things because people are always going to try to take it from the angle that goes against their team.
No, we're for them.
This is a very – it's not a mistake that every year the goaltending save percentages or the goals against and the goaltending categories and departments all come from the same teams.
Yeah.
Totally.
The Boston Bruins, the New York Islanders,
100%.
the Dallas Stars, the St. Louis Blues.
Yep.
Why is that? Is it because they draft the best goalies? No. And that's no knock to those guys. That's what I meant by that.
Yeah.
Like, that's no knock. These guys have been great.
Totally.
They play the right way.
Yeah.
They play the right way in front of them. And it doesn't matter who you are, what you are. Patty Waugh could have been playing in that game. Patty Waugh would have lost that game. Marty Brodeur would have lost that game. So I'm not expunging them from everything. Yes, Carter Hart does need to be better.
Yeah, of course.
That's fair. He does need to be better.
Yeah.
But he'll figure it out. Why? Because he's great.
Yeah.
Just give him time. Clean it up in front of him. This team's still got a chance here, and they just got to figure it out. And again, I will go back to my point. I think it's good that they got hammered in this game.
Yeah.
Why? Because wake up now. Don't be being mediocre anymore. It was not even. It wasn't mediocre. It wasn't even.
No.
It was nothing.
No.
So let's just get it all out of the way. We ain't watching videos. Come in, look each other in the eye, play better tomorrow.
Support your players, right? This is what it is. Don't be that person that's always criticizing water's too wet, sand's too beachy, ice is too icy, the drink's too drinky. Don't be that person. Like, support your team, man. Support your players. Like, honest to goodness. Like, you saw last year with Oscar Lindblom and what he went through and what he was able to overcome, how inspirational it was, right? Every one of us has somebody in our family, directly, indirectly, work, that's been afflicted by cancer, for example. And you get behind him, you stand behind him, as you should have. I thought that was amazing. But, this isn't cancer, of course, but your goalies are going through a tough time. They're not getting enough help in front of them. Stand up behind them. Don't just try to pile on. There's just no class when people do that. I don't like it.
Preach. They're the only team to allow 9 goals to another team this season. So you're right. It's a team game. And they allowed 9
Come on
Wednesday night. We're going to take a quick
involved.
break. We can see some air conditioning and some water. Everything is good. Don't worry. Carter Hart's going to respond with a bang next time. I know it.